Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Reality Sports Show. I'm Wyatt. That's Abby. Just us today. No Caroline. No Michael. Both. Probably Caroline maybe too upset to come on. I know she's busy, but could be a cop out. Maybe a little upset. And Michael's watching the NBA draft, so he'll be reporting on that soon. Which AJ DeBanza just went one. If I had to guess the next two, I would go probably Darren Peterson, then Boozer, then Caleb Wilson. Then I'll go out on a limb and say 5 is Mikhail Brown. That's final answer. We'll know if I'm right by the time you're watching this video. But we're here to talk about college baseball. We wrapped up. Oklahoma is our champions over the North Carolina Tar Heels. Abby, overall thoughts on the World Series as a whole, and then obviously that last game yesterday.
It was, I think, a great World Series overall from the first 8 down to the final series. Nobody thought OU was making it that far, but they were hot at the right time, and that's what matters in stuff like this. Georgia just did not. They beat Georgia twice. Like, Georgia just did not look good. And UNC looked great until that series. It was, yeah.
Oklahoma just looked incredible. And I don't know, I guess my question is how rare is what they just did? Because they were unranked going into the tournament, and now granted they're a big school, we knew they were a good team probably, but being unranked and then just not even just winning it all, they kind of dominated. I know it came down to the last game and they split best of 3 series, but they kind of cakewalked to a championship.
They really, yeah.
How rare is something like that from start to finish, just not be the highest ranked team, but just dominate?
Honestly, it isn't super rare. I mean, Tennessee did it in 24, but they also were the number 1 seed going into it.
Well,
so
yeah.
They just cruise, and that also doesn't really happen. You get the number 1 seed and they just cruise straight through it. So it's, I mean, nobody expected it to happen like that. If they had gone straight out and won 2 in a row, that would have been, I think, more shocking than them winning. But I also think that UNC just gave it up in that last game.
In what way? So granted, I watched this game on mute because I was watching World Cup above. So I was keeping up, but as someone who doesn't know the people as well as you, did they put their best pitcher in who'd pitched the day before for 6 pitches? Did I miss that? Is that what happened?
Yes. So Caden, that poor kid. He is a child. He should have been at prom. He reclassed to play a year early.
So he's 19?
No.
18?
He's that is a baby. He should be in high school. Yeah.
And he's their number 1 pitcher?
He is their number 1 reliever.
Okay.
The UNC is 29-1 in games he's pitched.
Wait, is the one loss?
The one loss was yesterday.
Shut up.
Yeah, he's a freak athlete. Yes, at 18 years old. But he did pitch a ton in game 2 and then looked visibly uncomfortable. His shoulder was not doing great. His elbow was not doing great. And they put him in and it was a nightmare. I think he hit a guy. His catcher didn't catch. Then he walked.
He had a 4-pitch walk, I think.
Yeah. It was, and then somebody stole on a wild pitch. It was a mess. And I mean, but also, I know people are that's what happens when you put a 16-year-old in. But he's good enough to play at a Power 4 school when he should be still playing high school ball right now. And he's 29-1. So I don't think that you can totally hate on him. I
don't think you hate on him.
No, I think that the rest of the team played scared. They played soft baseball. OU is not afraid. They just looked good. They knew they were there to win. I don't think I can say the same about UNC, unfortunately.
It kind of felt like a panic move. I don't know much about UNC's coach, but they were down, I think, a couple runs when they decided. What was this guy's name again?
Caden Glover.
Caden. Oh, they put Caden in. It looked like, hey, this is like our last effort. If he
And this
can't
was
get
like
us out
the
of this,
fourth.
yeah, it's fourth inning. They basically said, if you can't get us out of this situation, we're screwed. And he couldn't.
No.
And the game was over after that.
No,
Like, as
yeah, because
soon
they
as,
were. It was like
yeah,
what 9-1 by the end of
yeah,
the fourth. Yeah.
yeah. And then it was done, which, again, unfortunately, kind of a boring finish to a pretty good College World Series,
Yes.
which
Because game
I,
two was close. It was a good game.
I quite enjoyed my experience with College World
That's
Series. It was
nice.
fun. Like, I'm way more prepped to enjoy it more next year, I would say. Where there was a lot to keep up with, but now I'm more inclined to legitimately pay attention in the regular season, just to have a decent idea of what's going on. Where like I know we talked about it a little bit on the show, but I wasn't like actively following it. Now I'm more inclined to follow it. I don't know how active I'll be, but I'll be keeping tabs more. So I'm more
Yes.
prepared
It's a long
for
season. It's like 5
yeah.
games a week, so
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
But it
Did
was
you?
fun.
It was fun, and I think this was the first year since I didn't watch all of the games last year in Omaha, but this year I was like everybody was interesting. Did
Hmm.
you see that the Branch brothers both? I know that you posted about
Yeah.
Colby's home run as his like final
Oh,
collegiate hit
what a
ever.
moment.
Kyle's last hit of the season also was a home
Was it a
run.
homer? Oh,
It was a 3-run
I
homer.
I saw that clip. I didn't watch it live. I didn't know. But I saw that clip on TikTok and I was like, I was like getting emotional watching
Yes.
this. I was
That's
like, why? It was just being an older brother, having it's like playing collegiate sports with my younger brother. I was going through it all watching that. I was like, what a moment. Where just like in that moment, you were just two kids playing baseball
yes.
in the backyard, and you're like, my brother. You can tell because his initial response is, "Holy shit, my brother just did that," and then you can tell he's like, "Wait, I'm playing him," and like it's like he kind of clocked back in, but it's so cool that that was his initial response and the way he shouts to the cameraman who had that shot of him of his brother
His face
reacting
and
to
like
it.
him watching it.
Yeah, the zoom, incredible work by the camera crew there because that shot, that moment doesn't exist if we don't have that shot. It's so cool. Great moment. Loved seeing
Yes.
that. One of those moments where like sports
Sports.
just rocks.
It's
It's
so yeah.
sports.
A lot of those like I mean that's what media is there for. Like it's just so good. There was a moment after the Georgia or before the Georgia game where one of the guys on Georgia, his teammate's dad is his like where was their pastor growing up, and there's a video of them then like praying over his son and his teammate before the game and after the game. So like stuff like that where like
Yeah.
if there aren't cameramen everywhere, we don't get those stories.
No, it was cool. What's the vibe with UNC right now? Obviously, the crew's upset. You want to win, but removing yourself from like the immediate disappointment, do you see this as obviously it's a successful year? You came one game away, but like,
Yes.
what's the feelings like within the locker room?
Let's see. So I have this app and I can see who is in the like who is decided to enter the portal. The portal opened on the 1st of June and it closes on the 30th. Or yeah. And this UNC likes to take a lot of like D3 players, JUCO players and make them bigger. There was Alex Madera 2 years ago who played D3 for 3 straight years and then played in Omaha. But a lot of these guys are like I've watched them play for a good amount of time. They don't enter the portal, but I do want to see how many people have like entered. St. Peter's has 27 people leaving.
Jeez. Wait,
27 out.
how are you tracking this?
There is an app called Diamond Baseball and you can like you can see who's out, who's entering. Maryland has 26 people out, 8 people entering.
It's just a portal tracker for baseball.
It's portal, it's fantasy college baseball, it's
Oh,
scores of games.
That sounds
And then
awesome.
you can, and I don't know if UNC is even in the portal yet because
Yeah, their season ended less than
their season,
24
yes,
hours
but there
ago.
are people that will like opt to enter the portal mid postseason because they know it
Yeah,
opens so early, which is
yeah.
so
That's such a problem. You got to figure that out. It's all sports. It's like you can't have portals be open while seasons are still
are still
going on.
going. I totally, yeah, like I think that for baseball, the portal needs to open when Omaha ends because, yeah, like there's still guys playing. Yeah, they don't got anybody. It looks like.
And the portal closes the end of the month, June 30th.
So people, yes, the 30th is the last day they can enter the portal, but they
Oh,
can. Okay, yeah, we have 2 out and 6 in.
okay,
None of the people that played in
okay,
Omaha have entered.
gotcha.
So
Okay,
obviously
so
it
feel
looks,
good.
yeah, they still feel good. It's pretty strong. The bullpen, like pitching at UNC, has always been kind of iffy, and when it gets to postseason and they kind of just implode,
Fair enough.
which is exactly what happened. Why,
That's
like we
tough.
went through 4 pitchers in 4 innings, like we, and then like you got the bullpen catcher like warming up because we got nobody else.
Yeah, that's tough. No, hate to see that, but good season nonetheless. It's tough when you lose to a team that is kind of on some kind of Cinderella run. Not to call them Cinderella, but like,
Can't call an SEC team a Cinderella.
yeah, but like a team that's not supposed to be there and a team that on paper a month ago, you're like, yeah, I would take that matchup in a heartbeat. Like if you told UNC fans a month ago, hey, you're going to play Oklahoma in the finals,
We would have been like,
like,
all right,
yeah, sign me up for that. Like there's no fear there. But all of a sudden a team gets hot and you're like, dang, missed out on an opportunity there. But
yeah,
it was entertaining. I enjoyed all of it. I'm happy to have been a part of it for the first time. So I will be back. I'll be back in the College World Series world. But now let's transition over to a fictional baseball land. So you and I put together our own fictional baseball lineups, and we're gonna compare teams, compare lineups, and see how we did, and we'll put it up to a vote for everyone. Before I pull them up, I have not seen yours.
okay.
What was your process like putting together this team? Did you go like position by position? Were you thinking lineup as a whole? Were you putting any emphasis on like their hitting ability, or was this just fielding? What were your thoughts?
Both.
Okay.
Cause like I'm like, okay, who can I stick in outfield but also hit? I didn't think about the fact that I should have like planned out like, okay, who's our leadoff, who's hitting in the
Oh,
middle.
I thought about doing a batting order, but I was like, that we're asking a lot of
That's a
us.
lot, yeah.
We work too hard.
That's my after figuring out who's going who, like then my positions might change if I was doing a batting lineup
Mhm.
also. But like skill level and then also like whose abilities would not counteract each other.
Okay. Yeah,
Because when you're
I did the
fielding infield, something's gonna, you know.
yes. I did the same thing where a lot of my players assist each other. Like their weaknesses are the strengths of someone else right next to them. So like the infield you'll see is pretty complementary, I would say for me. But all right, we're gonna bring it up. I'm gonna be seeing yours for the first.
I didn't have time to put images, but
It's okay.
if you need an explanation, I can.
Let's hear it. Do you want to talk me through it as I kind of work my way through this?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes. I guess we'll start on the pitcher's mound. I had to go Twilight for this because of the baseball scene. So we have Alice Cullen as
Who
my
is
pitcher.
who is that? I've not seen the Twilight
You haven't seen,
movies.
and I can't believe you haven't seen that like vampire. You just need to look up the Twilight baseball scene.
I will say I'm looking at pictures of Alice here. Wouldn't intimidate me if I'm at the plate.
You
But
should. She should.
she
Please.
should.
You need to like. Yes, you have to. You have to find the Twilight baseball scene video.
She throwing is Alice throwing heat?
Alice Thornheat. She's a vampire.
The vampire does not mean throwing heat. You said that
It's
like
super speed. She can see. Like her vision's different. Like
I thought vampires were just like
She can sense their.
dead. Like I didn't know they had super
Oh
speed.
wow, you are not. Yeah, you're not like in on that like vampire lore.
Not at all.
They have like superhuman abilities,
Okay,
like
good for
heightened
Alice.
senses. They can sense your emotions. They can like she knows when they're nervous.
Is Alice related to either? Well, let me get them. Don't say anything. Don't say. Team Jacob. Team Edward. Edward and Jacob.
Edward is her brother.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that right? Those
Yes.
are the two guys.
Those are, yes. Jacob's a werewolf.
Crushed it.
So.
Twilight guy.
There you go.
Okay. So that's Edward's sister. That's Pattinson's sister.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right. In the
Yeah.
Pattinson family. I can appreciate that. All right. What else you got going on in the infield?
All right. At first base, we have Elastigirl from The Incredibles. Like, to play first base, you got to be able to reach. You see those guys in their full split. That's like self-explanatory. You got to.
Yeah.
At second, we have Tigger.
Okay.
Anybody can play second base. That's like the infield position where they're like, all right, your strength lies in the infield, but you can't play third. You're not quick enough to play shortstop. We're sticking you a second. He can jump. He can make those double plays.
He's got some bounce. That's
He's got
true.
some bounce.
You're gonna have to sell me on your shortstop.
Really?
You really are. I mean, he's how many years old?
Are you
He's-
also not up on my on Star Wars lore?
What did Yoda get younger?
So, just because he is like the most he has the skill. He's so quick. He can.
Yoda's quick.
Oh my gosh, you are not up on the Star Wars.
Since
lore.
when?
This is so sad.
Hold on. I have a roommate who is a big Star Wars guy. I want you to explain to me, and then I'm going to bring him in to confer with what you're about to say. Sell
His
me on Yoda.
size and his age have nothing to do with his ability. Like he is.
Would disagree.
Oh,
but-
he is like the Jedi Master.
But
His
he's not
speed, his
quick.
ability. Oh yes, yes he is.
Yoda's quick.
Yes, you're really not on the Star Wars lore, and that's okay.
I'm not. I'm going to bring Drew in here real quick to confer with you. Drew? Is Drew in there? I need you. Star Wars lore. Or you can just answer. Is Yoda quick? How? He's thousands of years old, right? And this tall? Do you think he'd be a good shortstop? Okay, confirmed. Yoda's quick. Didn't know that. I apologize. I'll stand down.
It's all right. There we go. At third, we have Optimus Prime. We need that big guy, big arm, that's getting it from third to first, third to home. Nobody's really getting past him. He's not fast. He doesn't really need to be. If Yoda's his shortstop.
Fair. Okay, and talk me through the outfield.
All right, and left we have Spider-Man. We need the height. We need him to be able to jump. We need him to be able to climb the wall.
Just,
Rob that homer.
yeah.
Center field, that's a lot of room. That's a lot of space. You gotta be quick. We have Sonic. Right field, we have Doctor Strange. It's kind of similar to Spider-Man. Like, you gotta be able to rob a home run. But also, most of the time the ball's not going in that direction. But if it does, he can just create his little portal, send it right back.
Yeah. I will say we had very similar thought processes here. We did have two of the same. And have you seen mine?
No.
Okay, what two do you think we had similar? We had two similar. One, we had the same position.
Is it Doctor Strange in right field? Because that's what made you think of that.
No, I don't have Doctor Strange there. I didn't say earlier. We have one infielder the exact same, and then
Okay.
I have one outfield where I have them on the infield. So
Do you also
Any
have
other guy?
Spider-Man?
I do have Spider-Man, but
Okay,
a different
he's not in
position.
infield. And you're arguing, okay, so then it has to be first base.
Yeah, we have the same first base. So let me pull up mine with pictures. We're gonna start. We'll start pitcher catcher. Pitcher. We know in the fictional world we're gonna go up against a bunch of great hitters, who are going to be able to like read minds, do all this stuff. So
Okay.
we need someone who's so unbelievably unpredictable that you can't possibly tell what's going to come next. So I have trust in the Joker to
That's
do
pretty
that.
good.
Now, this is specifically Heath Ledger's Joker. I think he's the most athletic of all the on-screen iterations of him. I don't trust Nicholson. He's too old.
Yeah.
Heath Ledger's was in good shape when he played the Joker. So it's Heath Ledger's Joker. He's pitching to Pearl at catcher. Now, Pearl was chosen for two reasons. Now, imagine catching, or imagine you're at bat and the catcher's nose goes over the plate, casts a shadow, makes it really tricky for you as a batter to like, you're trying to read the ball and you have shadows from the catcher's nose coming over the plate. That's tricky. And then
Okay.
when she's batting, she's my cleanup hitter. I didn't do my lineup, but she'd be my cleanup hitter. Think about the strike zone. Her nose goes
It's
over
massive.
the plate.
Yeah.
If you miss high, hit by pitch. Thank you for the base. Thank you. Easy. So she's a problem, both in the field and in the batter's box. So Pearl is going to be my MVP for sure. We agree on Elastigirl first base.
Yeah.
I mean, if they bunt, she can just pick it up.
So quick.
Foot on the base, like she removes bunting from the equation. Spider-Man, for similar reasons at second base, he doesn't have to move that much. He can just web the ball, so he doesn't have to be the quickest, even though he's pretty quick. I have a great combo at shortstop and third base. So I'm going to start with third base. So third base, I have the wall that Humpty Dumpty sat on. So it's a giant wall at third base.
Right.
Now, here's the problem. You're going to ask, like, wait, a wall can't throw. How is he going to get any outs? It's a wall. It doesn't have hands. All it's going to do, it's going to be angled toward shortstop. That would mean you would need somebody with cat-like reflexes to handle all of those ricochets. Guess who has cat-like reflexes? A cat. Puss in Boots. Puss in Boots is going to be there to get all the deflections off of the wall and anything that goes at shortstop. So those two are going to be an absolute unit together. Like, I feel really good about the left side of my infield. If that wasn't enough, also on the left side, in left field, I have a Marvel character, Ego,
That's
the
a crazy
living
goal.
Ego, the living planet. Now, imagine this. You hit a ball so high, so far that you cover the wall that Humpty Dumpty sat on. My version of the Green Monster is an entire planet. You're not hitting a home run to left field. I'm taking left field out of the equation. There's a planet out there. What are you going to do? Like, you can't, it's a planet. There's nothing you can do. It's a literal planet in left field. So I'm taking away half the field with one person. Boom. Easy. Center field, we have Walter from Get Out. Now, it's been a long time since I've seen Get Out. I was just thinking of someone who could cover a lot of ground really fast. And Walter, if you've seen the movie or just seen the GIFs, he runs super fast, does that. So, yeah, I trust Walter out there. Again, he doesn't have to do much because he doesn't have to cover even left center. Because guess what? There's a planet over there. So my outfield is chilling, which brings me to my last piece. I'm not proud of this, but I approach this as a team owner, and I need butts in seats. I need to sell tickets. We're going to have fictional people left and right. Like, I don't know if the Joker on the mound is really selling tickets. He's not the easiest guy to root for. I'm thinking, what's going to bring people to the ballpark? Unfortunately, the guys are going to want to see Barbie in right field. It'd be nice to have Barbie. Barbie's going to sell tickets. I'm not proud of it. Maybe it's misogynistic of me, and I apologize for that. But I have to think of, like, financially, I'm running a business here. I need people to show up to the ballpark. Barbie's going to put butts in seats. So, again, and she might be a liability in right field. Doesn't matter. I have a planet in left field.
I don't think she would like that. The whole point of Barbie is that she does everything.
Yeah, so like she can probably be a manageable right fielder, and I'm not asking much of her. So I don't know. I feel really good about this team. Again, we may be overlooking the fact that I have a literal planet in left field. So my Green Monster is just the red wall at third base that Humpty Dumpty sat on. So again, I feel really good about this team. But any observations from this squad?
Not really. I think my only concern about having a wall at third is what if it ricochets and doesn't go towards your shortstop?
Well, I have Elastigirl and Spider-Man. I have two people on the other side of the infield that can reach very far away from them. So Spider-Man can just snag it with the web. Elastigirl can reach out. So as long as it keeps things in the infield, I'm going to angle him at third base to just keep everything and funnel it towards the rest of the field. So we should be okay there.
That's true. It's a good thing we didn't do a batting lineup though, because then you'd need a DH because he can't hit.
Yeah, I thought about that. I didn't have a DH. The Wall is going to bat ninth and just get struck out, and maybe, yeah. So that's the thing. I'm not going to score a lot of runs because I don't quite know the logistics of
championships.
Exactly. I don't know if a Wall is going to get any hits for us, and also I don't know the logistics of a living planet swinging a baseball bat.
I did not consider that either.
So I haven't really thought that one through. So we're going to be like a defense first team for sure. We're not going to score a ton of runs, but again, neither is the team we're playing because we have a planet in left field. Like
Fair
the
enough.
scope of that, we can't even process. Like I don't even know what that looks like. So I feel good, but you're right. That is a good weakness of my team. The batting order would get very tricky. We're going to need some production out of Puss in Boots and Spider-Man for sure. But this was fun. I had a lot of fun putting this together.
I like had to really think. Yeah.
I kind of want to do this for like all sports. Like
See that?
just
I don't know if I could think of that many characters to put on a football field.
yeah, maybe we can do 7-on-7. Like
7-on-7
we don't have to do the lineup linemen. 7-on-7 fictional football. That would be great.
That's crazy.
This is very fun. But all right, we'll put this up to a vote. So anyone listening, go vote on a Good Time Instagram page. It'll be up on our Reality Sports Show TikTok as well. So if you have any strong opinions on maybe some positions we could have upgraded a little bit. I do like that we had two overlaps with Spider-Man and Elastigirl.
Yeah.
Elastigirl at first base is like the right answer. There's a lot of ways for you to go with this, but
There's just no other.
yeah,
Nothing's
that's
that.
the right answer. But all right, we'll leave it up. We'll leave it up to a vote at this point. Thanks everyone for listening. Again, if you have comments on our fictional teams, let us know. And if you have other ideas of what you want to see us cover the next couple months, we're kind of in our dead period where NBA draft is right now, and then it's just Major League Baseball that we can keep tabs on. But we can now get a little goofy and do random stuff like this. So if you have ideas, let us know in the comments, and we'll see you next time.